What is up? Hello and welcome to the New Age Geeks channel. If you're new here, we're building an inclusive space for people of all walks of life through the power of friendship, magic, and tabletop role-playing games. Tonight we have Forging Fates, a sober D&D campaign set in the Critical Role world of Exandria, following the adventuring party, the Fists of Fate. And with that, I want to say good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Hello, hello, hello. I just want to remind you guys that the New Age Geeks includes more than just us up here on this screen. It relies on all of you wonderful geeks and your participation in this community that we are building together. If you want to become one of the New Age Geeks, surprise, you can. Just make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, and join our Discord. And there you will find moderated chats, emotes by one of our favorite geeks, Sarah.
Sarah?
Sarah, we love you. And chat rooms with the cast and other members of this growing community. Remember that the best way to help us out is with engagement. So watch the video all the way through, like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so these platforms know to share us with everyone else. And then beyond that, we have posts going up on Twitter, on Instagram, and TikTok. So if you are on those platforms, make sure to give us a follow for more geeky goodness.
Are you paying for Amazon Prime? If you are, you get Twitch Prime absolutely free. And that scores you a free 1-month subscription to the channel of your choosing. Every month you will need to go in and resubscribe to that channel, or a new one. But it's a small price to pay, to not have to pay a price at all. Use that on us. If you are willing to help us out in a financial way, we have a tip feature here on Twitch, which uses PayPal for safe, secure, one-time donations. You're invited to use bits in the chat, and we do have a modest merch shop for hoodies and goodies, and a few other things that you should definitely check out, and I'm not going to list because there's way too many. We also have a Patreon for those who wish to donate to our cause and get a little something back. Lastly, if you wish to become a sponsor, reach out to us directly via our Instagram page, and we can begin those discussions. Just us.
If you enjoy the music we have going on here on Forging Fates, we highly recommend checking out the SonCraft bot. SonCraft bot allows you to play open source community selected music and soundscapes directly from your Discord server with just a few clicks. Whether you're playing with your friends or streaming on Twitch, you can use the audio stress-free. With their pro level subscription, you get their playlist builder, shareable playlist codes, access to 40 plus music genres and 20 plus soundscape types, global genre selections, and 2 premium Discord servers, all for just $10 a month. But using our referral link, you get $2 off your subscription for the first 3 months. All you need to do to get started is invite the SonCraft bot of your choosing to your server, then just hit play and let SonCraft take care of the rest. As you can all tell, I am sick, because that's why my voice sounds so strained. And my audio is low, as always. How's that? Is that better? I'm trying, guys. Hello, testing. Still low, seems. Hello. Nope, this doesn't seem like it's helping at all.
Just 1, 2, 3. Anything but that.
Is that any better, everyone?
You sound fine to me.
It's a little weird.
A little weird.
It's weird.
We're all weird here at the New Age Geeks channel.
Freezing down to my bones, fighting with microphones. And to top it all off, I'm with you.
If you don't stop quoting right now, we're gonna
I mean,
How's that, everyone? A little bit better? Hello. Testing. Going up. 16 dB. There we go. I think that's better. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got the sniffles and 16 decibels.
All right.
Cranking out in surround sound.
Achoo. All right. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. All right.
Recap.
Okay, so
Announcements. What do you want to do?
let's go. I think that's it. All right. With that done, let's get into tonight's episode of Forging Fates. And we're back.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so picking up where we last left off.
Straight up.
The team, having continued their trek towards the Turst Fields, during one of the final nights on the road, Whisper was visited by something in which caused her to take out the Nox blade, which I completely forgot to update the stats on, so I apologize, Whisper.
Ooh, updated stats. Okay.
That being said,
On updated stats. Shit.
the blade, after having a conversation with Whisper, what's the word? Implored her, we'll say, to drive the blade into her heart. And upon this ritual being completed, the blade now freely comes to her hand and is much longer than it was before the stabbing. All right, Cece.
Didn't say anything.
Your eyes said enough.
It's bigger now that it's penetrated her.
Oh God. Jesus Christ. I don't even. Anyways, from there, Tristan was, because he wasn't at the table, ended up taking some time to himself to process the revelation of some of the names that he had heard. And the rest of the group was quickly found themselves in the Turst Fields, where they met and Ilara Brightbloom, the elder of the Turst Fields, a elderly human woman with long silver hair, and they met her companion or son or whatever, Brainer, and questions about his lineage ensued, seeing the familiarity between him and what's the hell's his name again? I'm sick, guys. Give me a break.
Bramble Thorn
Thank you,
Whisper.
Bramble Thorn Whisper. While there, they got some information about the Dawn Warden Circle, the group of druids that inhabited the Dawnmist Pines, just to the north of the Turst Fields, in which they engaged in trade with for over the last several hundred years. Eventually, they were given some names of some of the druids there. I can go over those if you'd like, guys.
We got Alondra, who is the senior of the Dawn Warden.
And Ileana.
Which names did you get?
Alondra?
And Ileana.
Aliana
Mm-hmm.
and Gathok, I believe, is the three you got.
I did not get Gathok, but I will take it.
Recognize the third name.
I thought I said it. Oh well.
You did
I was
not.
too busy. I was too busy painting little dragons. I was.
Hold please. Hold please. We got Gathark, Ileana, Thorn, and Alondra.
Stormrog. You're supposed to be on our side.
See, how dare you guys try and doubt me?
We got 4 names, not 3.
Okay.
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 Alondra is the senior member. Thorn is her personal protector. Gathark and Ileana are secondary people that we might want to talk to.
Okay. From there, you made your way over to the Verdant Hearth Inn, where, upon entering, you were met with a long, black-haired, half-elven woman who had these wonderfully colorful garments, and as she danced around, singing and dancing along, and making her presence known to the rest of the inn, as she served food and drink and merriment abound. Upon reaching your table, she explained the themed rooms that you could purchase, and also implied that her services of entertainment were available for the evening. And with that, with that, that is where we're going to pick it up as the four of you sit around the table, your food and drinks being served, your potato soups and all the good stuff. Yes, Whisper.
So I ordered the Misty Forest room, but I don't know if you ever told me how much it was going to be.
It's going to be 1 gold for the rooms, everyone.
Cool. Even the special ones are the
Even
same price as the
special
normal
ones.
ones?
Special ones are 1. The regular room is 2 silver.
Well,
Cool.
Yeah,
the rest of you
that
guys
makes
want
yeah.
themed rooms, I'd be more than happy to pay for it.
What are the remaining themed rooms?
Well, we have our forest view room. We have.
Like you remembered the voice. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Whisper took the forest room, I think, right?
Correct.
And I get the,
Ah,
the
We have our
ocean.
Misty Mountain room. We have our Ocean View room. And then we have some of our more specialty rooms, you could say. We have an Underdark room, which is certain to... there are certain equipment available in that room for you.
Oh, I love that idea.
Okay. Yes, dear. I see your hand. I see the confusion on your face.
out of character.
Okay.
So, like, what kind of equipment?
Well, there's a few how should I put this? There's some equipment that you can use to reenact some drow behaviors where they whips and chains and the like.
What are we supposed to do with it?
Oh my god.
Clover,
No, Clover, just stick with one of the other rooms,
Well,
please.
for the right price, I'm more than happy to show you.
Did you-
Oh, nice.
Clover, I will just whisper into Clover's ear the what she is inferring.
Wow, that's really nice.
In a way, I don't want to have to say this.
Okay, what are the other rooms before Finnick keeps whispering things in my ears?
Clover,
I don't
there's
know
sleeping.
about.
Relaxation, which I guess comes in a couple different forms for some people. But
I mean, I'm always looking for new ways to relax.
Well, I don't know how relaxing it would be, but certainly enjoy yourself.
with a telepathic message to Clover. Clover, it's like kind of a sex thing.
I know.
Oh, well, if you're into that, go for it. But
What are the other rooms, please?
How many other?
I'll take a Misty Mountain.
All right.
Gosh, carrot, darn it.
All right.
So-
That's so.
What is the Misty?
It's like being in the valley of a mountain. The room has this wonderful, calming air to it, and the views are magically enhanced. As are several other
You've
things.
got the bondage room and you've got one with coming air. Okay, I'll take that
Clover,
one.
it's like the fog cloud spell.
Yeah, I get it. That's the one I want. Here's my gold.
Okay.
Okay. Gormrog, what room would you like? Or which one do you think Tristan would like? If you give me a moment, we're sort of missing a member from the party, so I'm just gonna go grab him, see what he would like. Excuse me. And I get up and I go, Because I assume Tristan's still in the cart.
Yeah.
Just the ocean view room, please.
Okay.
I go to the cart.
All right.
Go to the
Uh,
cart. I'm sitting like in the driver's seat of the cart, like just chilling, waiting to see what's going on.
I'm just gonna sort of lean up against the cart. Tristan, we're gonna get some rooms for the evening, and then we can head out to the place in the morning. So they offer a few special rooms with like different environments. They have like an ocean view, a misty mountains, like a fantasy forest, mystical forest.
Do they have any just regular rooms?
I'm sure.
Oh, that's
did
fine.
Did you want to come in and eat?
I was actually about to be on my way over there, and I have my flute, and I was playing it while I was out there, and I'm putting that back. And then I'm just gonna hop down, like, all right, let's go.
Let's get you some food and a good night's sleep for sure.
All right, thank you.
I'll lead him to the table.
okay.
I drink my tea, and I have a wild mushroom bisque.
Oh, Tristan, what kind of room did you want? You wanted a regular room, right?
Just a room.
Ma'am, do you have like plain rooms at all?
Yeah, of course we have plain rooms. Just the plain rooms are 2 silver a room.
Okay. I'll pay for all of our rooms and the food.
All right.
I already paid for my room. It's
I
fine.
already paid for my room too.
Then I will pay for the 2 guys.
What about my food? You gonna pay for my food?
You can
Sure.
pay for my food.
Okay. Yeah. So everything except their 2 rooms.
Very well. It'll be 3 gold for all of it, including your room.
I'll hand her 5.
Okay. Well, thank you, dear. Is that for later as well?
No, just a generous gesture.
He's very generous.
I can see that. She takes the gold, kind of slipping it into a pocket around her belt. And she begins to make her way back through the rest of the room, grazing a hand across your back as she moves.
Wait, Bramble, did you get a room?
Yeah, I got a room. I'll be staying down with Tristan for the evening.
Oh, that's so nice.
I feel like it'll be a good bonding experience.
Well, I love that for you. I'm gonna keep this.
As I walk past him, and I just give him a nice little pat with a little smirk, showing small sign of friendship.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna look at Tristan and just kind of be nice.
Okay. So, is there anything you all wish to discuss this evening, or?
I guess I'll relay I don't know if I have already, but the information I got from Brainor's brain. The how he was feeling when he was going into the woods. Something launched out of the woods at him rather than like necessarily a magical attack. And then the druids that surrounded the oak tree as he was pleading to understand what was like going on and what was happening, and that Alondra said that it's not the business of outsider. So
Hey, Druid. Any of this sound like anything that rings any bells?
You asking
Whisper?
me? Oh,
No, I'm asking the druid.
sorry.
What?
Sorry.
I was confused too. I got it.
I said druid. Does that ring any bells?
I wasn't listening. There's food here. I thought you would like realize by now that.
My mistake. I thought you had finished eating.
Oh, never. It's on Sissy, so. Or it's
Yeah,
on
that-
Finnick.
I'm thinking that thing that you're able to do where you get all like half creaturey and then you deal like some sort of damage to them that's
Yeah.
physical and magical at the same time. Maybe what happened to Brainer?
Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
Yeah. It's kind of like what I did to my sister.
Yeah,
Yeah, kinda.
that's what I was really thinking about.
That makes sense.
I'm just wondering what all they're protecting. Because it does seem defensively aggressive. Right? They're closing themselves off. They attacked him, but he is very much alive. Like it doesn't seem like they're out for blood or anything. It seems
Yeah, they didn't finish
defensive.
it.
They're protecting
Right.
something.
They're protecting something, someone, something, some event. They're stopping trade. That's the concerning part because they're hoarding resources. That's usually only happened when you feel slighted by somebody. So I'm wondering if we're not getting the whole story from everybody here.
It's just that thing where it's like, Brainor, he was pleading, he was begging to understand why they were withholding resources. So
Yeah, sketchy as he looks, I don't think he's a bad guy.
no, he genuinely wants best for these people. But I'm also kind of curious if there's other ways to get them resources if, say, this necessarily doesn't work out.
Yeah. The druids are kind of imperative to the land growing the way it does, though. So
Oh,
we may be involved in political discourse on this one.
We kind of been involved in political stuff a lot.
Yeah, I know, and you have expressed disinterest in that.
Just
So
let me hit
I'm
things.
I don't know if you're gonna get to hit things this time around. We may be. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong for your sake. I know you like to cast bonk, and I definitely know Tristan likes to tear things apart with his bare hands. But I feel like we're missing a lot of information, and I don't want to go in and just raid the place if there's nothing actually wrong.
right. Like, we can go and talk to them before things have to get physical or violent.
Can I look around the bar and see if there's anyone with similar scars to that of Brainer's?
Roll a perception check for me.
I'm sorry. Um, 23.
Okay. Looking around, you see various scars across everyone. From you gather just general life, living life close to a forest like this. But nothing that looks identical to the scars of Brainer.
Also, keep my ear open to see if anyone is talking about the forest or the druid land or anything that has to do with it.
Okay. I'll say you hear some people speaking about it. particularly a set of gnolls off to the about 2 or 3 tables over from you. They're discussing like how things have been slow out of the forest, and they seem to be more like joking about it, thinking it's going to resolve itself in time, and they don't seem too stressed out about it. But I mean, it also just might be their character. You're not really quite sure.
I think I'm gonna go talk to people and see if anyone knows what's up. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go talk to the gnomes. I'm gonna. Hi. I'm sorry. I couldn't help overhearing that you guys were talking about the situation with what's the druid place called? The Dawn Warden Oak situation.
Just point of correction, they're gnolls.
Oh, gnolls. My bad. I thought you said gnomes.
As you approach the two dog-faced, kind of lumbering individuals seated at the chair at the table, they kind of turn towards you, their eyes kind of perking up, so their heads cocked to the side a little bit, and you see a little bit of like saliva kind of form at the corners of their mouths. What can we do for you?
I'm kind of new around here. It's actually my first night in town, and I was just trying to kind of get a handle on the situation that was happening. I'm kind of part of a team that's looking into it.
Well, why don't you sit down and join us?
I do.
Okay, one of them kind of stands up and pulls out a chair, allowing you to sit down and kind of push it close to the counter before taking a seat, and they both kind of shift a little closer towards you.
You guys are really friendly.
So you want to know what's been happening in the forest?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Well, people have been saying there's some. The forest has almost been coming out and attacking people. I mean, we haven't seen it, obviously. We don't. Would you like to take a walk out there and maybe see what we can find ourselves?
Not right now. We just got here, and I haven't finished my potato and onion soup.
Oh. No meat in that?
No, I don't eat meat.
Oh, okay. Well, what questions do you have then?
I don't know. What have you guys seen? Do you think that the forest is safe?
Well, I
Do
mean,
you guys have any friends who have gotten hurt?
no friends that we know that have gotten hurt. They've asked everyone to kind of avoid it for the last few weeks, so people have kind of kept clear of it.
Are any of the druids here tonight that I could talk to?
No, they don't come into the city.
Why not?
No, druids, I don't know.
Okay, well, I mean, do you have... I don't want to keep bothering you guys.
Oh, no, bother us all you want.
Oh, okay. Like, do you have any information that might help me?
Oh, I don't know what kind of information that we would have that could help you, but I'm sure we could find some way to be useful to you.
Okay, well, maybe if you guys, like, think of anything, you can just come find me and let me know.
Okay, we'll see what we can find.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go finish my soup and maybe try to find someone else to talk to.
Well, if you're looking for anything to do tonight, feel free to find us. I'm sure we can, find something to do.
Are you guys staying in one of the special rooms too?
Well, not yet, but I'm sure we could rent one if you'd like.
Oh, no, I already have one.
Interesting.
But yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna go back to my friends because I don't really have anything else to say to you.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Bye.
You see
And I'm
it.
gonna go back
Gorlog,
to-
you watch as she kind of turns from the table and walks away. They both kind of lick their chops.
They weren't really helpful.
No, I
They
can't
didn't
imagine
really
they would
know
be.
anything. All they wanted was like for me to go for a walk into the forest with them.
How about that? It's very enterprising of them to want to immediately go investigate. I do hope they meant well with that.
Yeah, this adventuring team's right here. It's crazy that they needed us to travel a couple of weeks to get to them, and I guess that's just how good Bramble is.
Sure, yeah. Yep. That's what that is.
I hate to cut the evening a little short. I'm probably gonna go to my room. I have a few things I need to take care of before I go to sleep. Right. So just gonna send some messages out.
Okay.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
All right. Well, I guess I'll probably be down here hanging out for a while. So if you want to come back down, there's music. Is there music? Did I just make that up?
Yes, there's music.
There's music.
I just want to get this done before the end of the night.
Okay.
But, I'll probably be back down. So, and then I will go up and find my room.
Okay. Easy enough. You enter into the room. You took which room again?
The ocean view.
Okay. As you enter into the room, unlocking the door, you enter in, and there is the bed to the side, a very large bed. It's got this wonderfully ornate bed frame to it that looks like it's carved out of coral, and there is seashells kind of that line the footboard and the headboard. The desk looks like it was grown out of coral, and there's this wonderfully ornate chair that kind of slides in beneath it that is made out of what you gather to be like, it looks like this seaweed, but as you touch it, it has no texture of seaweed. It's very hard. It just looks just more of a decoration.
Okay.
As you enter in, though, the smells kind of wash of a beach summer day at the beach kind of wash across your nose, and you don't know where it's coming from, but you hear the gentle lapping of the oceans coming and going.
Yeah.
It sounds
I'm
nice.
gonna take a second, sort of enjoy this and enjoy the smells that I haven't experienced in a very long time. And then I am going to cast sending to a few people.
Okay.
The first person is going to be Pike.
Okay. My Pike voice on. So easy for me today.
I'm sorry. Because thing is, they're like halfway across the world, so it's probably later in the night. But okay. Sorry for the late message, but we should inform you that people are coming to take the Titanstone Knuckles, and please be on alert. Thanks. So that's 25.
That was exactly 25.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, sorry. We know they're here now. We're dealing with it. Grog's dead. We'll get back to you.
What?
What?
No. The fuck. In that moment, just pure panic.
It.
Next is going to be to Citron at the because he was still in Western last time I talked to him, or was he in Vasselheim?
He told you he was going back to Vasselheim.
Okay. Emergency regarding the Titanstone Knuckles. If you're not already aware, proceed with caution. We have reason to believe they want to release the primordials soon.
As the voice comes back over to you, it sounds tired, like he's being woken up from sleep, but message acknowledged. Is there more information? Will increase patrols around Titan in city.
Yeah, I'll cast it again. Because just a refresher, I know Sammy was a half-orc, and what was Raynor?
Human.
Raynor, was he human?
Yeah.
Okay. Human male, half-orc female, known as Raynor and Sammy. Married. Retrieving lost artifacts to help aid in the release. They are strong. Again, proceed carefully.
You didn't say they're racist, did you?
Yes, I did. I said human male, half-orc
Okay.
female.
I missed that. All right. Message acknowledged. When able to give further description of enemies, so we can prepare our defenses a bit further.
One's made of rock, one's on fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use sorcery points to convert to be able to send another message. Half-orc, made of stone-ish. Human male. Or human... I already said male, okay. Made of fire. That's 10, right? 10. Pike in trouble. Grog reported dead. Please move quickly and bring as many as possible.
Not quite sure what made of rock and made of fire mean, but I will activate the guard and send out the wing to various locations to keep our eyes out.
Fuck. At this point, I am pacing in my room, freaking the fuck out. Oh god. Okay. What do I rush back downstairs. I'm like running down the stairs.
Leaving behind your beautiful themed room in a panic.
I'll be back. It's fine. Guys, there's an issue.
I'm on the dance floor, so I'm not there for this.
Okay, who's at the table right now? So the rest of you. Cool. Assuming Brain is out dancing. Raynor and Sammy in Weiselheim getting Titans to Knuckles now. Grog dead? I don't know. Pike sounded like she was in trouble, so I know we have shit to deal with, but part of me is, all of me is freaking out. So, okay, yeah.
Now, when you say dead,
I don't know. Pike said he was dead, but my thing is, I know she's very high up. She has access to better magic, so maybe they'll be fine. But I can't help but freak out because he's like the strongest guy I know. New? No, I'm freaking out.
Grog of Vox Machina of
Yeah.
the one who, like, the big guy with the
Yeah, for
tattoos
the
and the
arm
beard
wrestling
and
contest.
yeah.
And
Oh god,
I
feel like I'm
almost
gonna throw up. Oh, god.
I almost fought them. Should I have fought them? Would it?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Unless they have, they might have more people with them.
If they were able to kill Grog, what do you think he'd have done to us?
Good point. What should we do?
Well, there's not much we can do. Granted, we are halfway across the world, and I currently don't know anybody with teleportation magic.
We also currently just took a job.
I feel like it's kind of obvious to say I don't feel like we can fight them now, but this should be something that we have to take on eventually. This seems.
Our stream day.
I'm honestly kind of glad they didn't get the Nox blade. Who knows what they would have done with that? I can try and send out more messages. It might take a little bit of energy, but I think we'll be okay.
What time are we? We're coming towards like evening, like late, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the sun is set at this point, and it's getting pretty late. Sorry, everyone. I think we dropped our stream there for a second, but the recording didn't stop, so at least we're good on that end.
Cool. Who else would you want to message, Finnick?
What?
Who else did you want to message, Finnick? I feel like I don't know what to do about this. And
I messaged Pike. I messaged Citron from Platinum Dragon. I was originally gonna ask him about you, Tristan, but it seems like they got bigger fish to fry. Though I genuinely do want to help you, Tristan. It's just mine's not working. Sorry.
It's,
Is this our fault?
No. Not our fault. No. They would have kicked our asses. Sorry, I didn't mean to dump that all on you guys. It would have been good for everybody to know. Huh.
what I'm getting out of this is me and you definitely have to do a little bit more training more often.
Do you mean training now? Later?
No, not tonight.
Okay.
But during our travels and as we go, I think we should take our training so you can use that better if we have no choice but to deal with this.
Right. Okay. I only got enough juice left in me to send one more message. So I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm sorry, guys. Didn't know what to do.
Yeah, me too.
I turn around and walk back up to my room.
Okay. So you head back up to your room to find it the way you left. What about the rest of you guys?
I'm still dancing. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I'm also gonna go to my room.
Okay.
I'm kind of sitting there stunned and just staring at the table.
Or me,
No, go ahead, Tristan.
So I'm sitting there, we're both at the table. Gormy, this just feels like every time we feel like we kind of know what we're doing, it's just something else. We can't get, and you see he gets real frustrated, we can't get and he slams the table really hard and stops. And when he slams the table, you see that his fist goes scaled and changes a little bit, then goes back.
As that happens, the rest of the inn goes quiet for a moment.
I'm gonna run over. Tristan, are you okay?
Yeah.
What happened?
I'll just sit down for a second.
Okay.
Finnick just did ascending to Vasselheim.
Okay.
Pike told us that Raynor and Sammy have arrived and are attacking them in order to get the Titanstone Knuckles.
Well, they're
Grog
not.
Grog is dead.
Well, they'll just bring him back.
We hope so. But we don't know yet.
Just a quick point of order. They said they were going to Whitestone, not Vasselheim.
Yeah, that.
So
But they said they were going to eventually make their way to Vasselheim.
Right.
That's what I said. That's what I said, Whitestone.
Where did Finnick go? Is she gonna go try to save him?
Finnick's going upstairs.
Oh.
Whisper also went upstairs. They're calling it a night. We're trying to decide what we're going to do. We have a job here. And if they were able to take out Grog like that, I don't think that we would have been any match for them.
No, we're too weak. We still need practice.
We do need practice, and we need a lot of it. But we will probably have to deal with it down the line.
We need to start training more.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, we do.
We beat the castle at Lierengorn, and then we just acted like we could just frolic through the leaves and roll in the mud, and that's not the case because we're adventurers. We need to start getting serious about this.
And that's a very good point, and I agree.
Well, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to go to bed too? Because I don't want to be down here without you. Those gnolls keep looking at me and licking their lips, and it's kind of
I will
making me.
break their jaws before I let that happen.
Maybe I'll stay in one of your rooms tonight.
It's okay. I got the ocean room.
Okay, that sounds nice.
Yeah, I thought it'd be calming. Tristan, you got one of the regular rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be okay.
So yeah, you have your pick.
Well, you and Bramble can stay in the Misty room if you want. It's already paid for. I just don't want to be alone. It seems like things got really tense really fast.
Yeah, they did, and it's put us on edge. Clearly, and I'm gonna gesture to Tristan.
Are you going to be okay, Kristen, with Bramble? I mean, maybe you don't even. I mean, we have 2 rooms now. Maybe you don't even have to stay with him.
It doesn't matter to me who stays in each room, and you see him like vibrating in his seat.
The thing I'm worried about.
I plan on calling it a night. Everyone
Okay,
is
well-
welcome.
Here's the key to my room. Well, my former room, if you'd rather stay in that one. Good night.
Thank you. He walks past, he puts his hand on her shoulder, goes to walk by and goes to Gormy, puts his head on his forehead. We sure have a whole fucking lot of work to do, don't we?
Putting it lightly.
I
Do
love
you
you.
want to go to bed too, Gormrod?
I'm gonna stay until you're ready to go up. If you want to stay down here, you're welcome to. If you want to go up, we'll go up. But I'm not leaving you alone with those gnolls.
I'm gonna glance over at the gnolls. What are they doing?
They've kind of returned to their own business at this point.
Well, I really like this Meatwood Flax song, so maybe we can just do for one more song.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Clover's gonna go out and she's gonna twirl just around in circles for one more song.
Okay. So, Clover and Gormrog, you get to enjoy one last song as the rest of you all kind of begin to head up to your various rooms. Whisper, as you enter into the Enchanted Forest room. All right, let's see here. Creative juice. As you enter in,
Be right back.
the bed looks like it was grown out of wood, and it kind of curves with these wonderful lines that just seem natural, and it's got this wonderful bright bark on it. Kind of looks like a white birch, and around each of the bottoms, each of the feet, you see this moss that kind of grows up along each one with these kind of mushrooms that pop out, these wonderful little red cap mushrooms. The desk you see there is like, it looks like it's just a stump that has this long top with this like little like hidey hole underneath where the chair slides into, and the chair looks like it's just one big mushroom that's kind of been grown into shape. The smells are just moss and everything you'd expect from a forest. You hear the faint chirping of crickets at night. as just the whole vibe kind of just washes over you. You feel at home almost.
I want to live there.
Ah,
Well, when I get in there, I'm going to sit at the edge of the bed, and I'm just sitting there in thought, but I want to practice making the blade appear and disappear.
okay. You sit there for a moment, extending out your hand. You feel, you see like black wisps kind of float around your hand for a moment before you grip down, feeling the energy coagulate inside your grip, and the blade extends out. That pitch midnight black blade. Probably about the size of a short sword now.
Mm-hmm. I just want to keep doing, practice a little bit.
Okay.
Letting it disappear and reappear.
Okay. Find it to come quite easily now as you dissipate the blade. It almost disappears within that same puff of wispy smoke.
And that's all I do.
Okay.
Oh, good.
No, go ahead. I was just seeing who wanted to go next.
As Tristan starts walking up to the rooms, he's gonna walk past Finnick's room and stop and just kind of put his ear up and listen, just to hear if just being extremely curious. Just
Okay.
putting the ear up to hear and listen for a second.
Roll a perception check for me.
Natural 20.
Okay. Finnick, what does he hear?
He hears Finnick praying.
Okay.
Just sort of frazzled and frantic. Haven't done this in a while, but frankly, I'm scared and don't know what else to do. If there is anybody listening, I need help. I need to get stronger. And I'm gonna need any assistance I can get for what seems to lie ahead.
Okay.
After he's done with that, he's gonna listen, not gonna just, after hearing as she's praying and going through, he's not gonna stay for the entirety of the whole thing. He's gonna make sure she wasn't losing her mind and going crazy, and then walks and he goes to his room and opens in, and then stands there and looks inside for a good 3 or 4 seconds and looks the key that Clover gave him. And he's gonna go to shut his door and then stop and actually walk out and then walk to that room. Go inside and just look around for a second, not take too deep into the specialty of the room, and then just find a little corner in there and just sit back.
And this is the Misty Mountain room?
The room that she gave me the key to.
Yeah. Okay. So as you enter in, you see the bed against the wall, and it looks like stone, like a stone cavern that is just kind of comes out of the wall, and there's the bed that kind of sits in the center of it. And as you enter in, there's this faint mist across the floor, and there's that crisp, almost like fall air that kind of tinges against your nose as you enter in. And as you look at the kind of desk that's there, it's a stone shelf that kind of comes directly out of the wall with the stone piles up to the top, and the chair is just this. What would the chair be? It almost looks like a small glade pool that has been solidified in like resin, and you kind of sit back in it.
He's gonna, only out of curiosity, he's gonna have to just pull the chair out and sit down for a second. That just has to happen.
Okay, it's cool to the touch, being, but it doesn't. You don't get wet at all. But you see like the water kind of react to touch as you touch the chair, and it ripples out beneath your fingers, but you don't actually feel any water.
Awesome. Then he's gonna do that and admire the room for like maybe a good 2 minutes, if that, and then eventually he just enjoys that sense after that night of the air that was terrible going through. He's just gonna sit and enjoy that sense of fresh, good air without anything like diluting it. And then he's gonna find a little spot in the corner like he does, and takes his flute out and puts it next to him, and then holds his sword to his shoulder, against his shoulder, and just puts his head back.
Okay. As you sit down against the floor, the fog kind of dissipates for a moment before creeping back into the space, and you feel it kind of start to cover you like a blanket. Okay.
And that's like fall asleep.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything for the evening before we start the next day?
Oh, Gormrag and I haven't gone into our room.
Okay. You have the seafront room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Different seafront room. Okay.
I do it all over again, but different this time. No, I'm kidding.
You don't have to go too into detail.
Oh no, he does. He
You don't
absolutely
feel
has to.
role-play.
I don't know, man. This interior design side of Joe.
For real.
I'm loving it. I think it's fantastic.
As you enter in, the bed is a very large seashell that kind of the open top of it kind of rests up against the wall with this wonderfully large round bottom bed that sits there. The I don't know. I'm running out of ideas here, guys.
You got
You're
it.
doing great, sweetie.
You're on a roll, yeah.
The desk is made of what looks to be. It looks kind of like a sandcastle built up, and has this wonderful like flat top with these two spires made out of sand. That as you go up and touch it, because there's no way this looks like it would stand normally. You touch it, it's hard, and it seems like it's magically been put up in place. And the chair, it's kind of like a looks like tools that a child would use at a beach to build a sandcastle, but it's it's a bucket, but it's much more beautifully designed, and there's these intricate little seashells around each layer that kind of cascades down, and the back of the chair is this small gold encrusted shovel that kind of reaches up from the back so you can lean against. And again, there's that familiar smell of a warm beach day and the sound of the ocean lapping somewhere in the distance.
You know, Hobart has a lake. It's a really nice big lake. You can take sailboats onto it and paddle boards, but I've never actually seen the ocean before, been onto a beach.
It's really nice, honestly. When we were traveling with the Rivermore tribe, the beach was always my favorite. Seeing the coastlines. We've stayed in forests, fields, hills, mountains, cities, but the beaches were always my favorite. There's something about just the sun on a warm day, the sound of the ocean coming in and out, just the birds squawking as they fly overhead. It's calming. It's peaceful. And
I'd love to visit a lot of places. I really like. The only travel I've ever done has been with you guys.
sorry it's been so deadly. It's honestly a lot like the River Maw. A lot more than I had anticipated.
I was warned that it would be deadly. I mean, I grew up reading all of Bramble's works. So
Yeah.
I knew exactly what I could get myself into when I finally left Hobolt.
Well, you've done a remarkable job at handling everything that's come at you so far. And I'm proud to see how far you've come since we first met.
Well,
And
there's nowhere to go but forward.
this is true. You've got an incredible mindset, Clover. You're capable, you're intelligent, you are ever expanding your skill set. You should be proud of yourself. I hope you are, because I'm proud of you.
I am.
Good.
I just, the more days pass that I know about the Feywild, the more I want to go. And now there's so much to do, and it feels like now I have the answer that I've been looking for, but my end goal just keeps getting pushed further out. And it's my fault because we had the chance to go and I chose not to.
Hang on. The fault's irrelevant. You made a decision. Honor that. Don't blame yourself for it because you realize the road that you're currently on is longer than you anticipated. It's not that new things are cropping up and we now have to take longer to get there. It's going to take us as long as it takes us. Just because there are more obstacles than you initially saw doesn't mean that they weren't always going to be in your way.
Mhm.
I don't blame you. You shouldn't blame you. And we will get to the Feywild. At the very least, you will.
Well, I'm not going to go without you.
We're gonna make it happen. And I'm pretty sure Whisper would love to see that with you. Tristan would probably lose his mind seeing some of the things that I've read are in the Feywild, but I think he would like it too. Especially to see the look on your face when you go. He's fond of you, you know. He sees like somebody he wants in his life.
Tristan has a lot going on right now, and he really
We all
needs
do.
to focus on himself and get
I mean-
better. And by
Yeah.
better, I mean learn that he's not alone, and stop taking everything as if it's his fault.
I agree
Okay.
completely.
It's all his. He is not his family. Someone needs to tell him that.
We have. And
Yeah, well, someone needs to tell him that in a way that he actually hears it. I don't know what that's gonna take.
maybe it's you.
But anyway. I'm really tired.
Anyway.
And the seashell bed is huge. I think both of us could fit on it. So I feel like we should test it out.
All right. Come on.
Clover is going to run and cannonball onto the seashell bed.
Okay, as you jump,
Boing.
you land on it, and you kind of warps around you as just a whole bed just kind of sloshes around.
She's gonna kind of like burrow into one little corner and like shove herself into a little pillow-sized ball. So the whole rest of the bed is free for Gormrog.
I'm gonna slowly sit on the edge and just kind of roll onto it really slowly as the water bed is like.
That's all I keep thinking about is
I'm just like
oh.
stop, Clover, stop moving. It won't.
Okay. So as the two of you bunk down for the evening. Does anyone else want to do anything before we call it a day on this session? I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done for tonight, guys.
Yeah, just if anybody's around Tristan just before he falls asleep for a good 10 minutes, just plays a very light tone melody on his flute for a good 10 minutes. If there's any random people or any of our own people in any rooms adjacent that are able to hear it, he does that for a good 10 minutes before he puts it down.
As you begin to play, your guest for the evening makes his way into the room, kind of acknowledging you over in the corner before he takes a seat on the bed. He listens to you play for a moment before he turns and reaches into his pack and pulls out his own instrument and begins to play alongside with you.
At first it takes Tristan a second, goes off guard for a second, and you hear one note miss, and then goes in his head to think about being a douche, and listens to how well it actually sounds, and then finds his tune, and then just plays until they both musically define the end before it's over.
Okay. All right.
Finnick just finishes whatever prayer that she managed to pull together and just sits on her bed for a minute before eventually falling asleep.
All right. And Whisper, anything for the final? All right.
Mm-mm.
So, as you all bed down for the evening, we're going to go to our break really quick as I get ready for the next half of the session. All right. We will be back in a few minutes, everyone. See you soon.
those cabbages.
And we're back. Okay. So, as you all kind of bed down to rest for the evening, Finnick.
Oh no.
I got it ready this time.
Okay. As you feel yourself drift off to sleep, you find yourself centered. Let me actually change the music first, because this music is like distracting. It's so calming. Okay. You find yourself in a swirling black mist. As you kind of come into the space, you bring your hands up to try and pierce through this tornado of blackness in front of you, and you hear the rattling of chains. You look and hold up your wrists, and each one is clasped and bound to the floor. The chains just rattling in place.
Yeah, I guess I'll try and pull at them.
Go ahead and roll a strength check for me.
Okay. I feel like I need to use Phoenix die for this. That's a 12.
You pull against the chains and try and strain against them, but they're just unwilling to break. As you look at the black whirling around you, you see a face almost begin to appear in the smoke. This gnashing maw begin to push forward towards you out of it.
I sort of try and step back, I guess, assuming trying to pull at the chains again. I'm sort of confused, panicking.
You start to step back, and you feel that familiar weight around each of your ankles as you look down and you see both of your feet are bound in chain as well. There's a bit of length to the chains, so you are able to take a few steps back before you feel them both go taut.
I guess I'm just gonna start not screaming, but just, I guess, projecting, talking very loudly, like, what's going on? What is this? As I'm just gonna keep pulling at the chains, confused.
Go ahead and roll another strength check for me.
Slightly better this time, a 14.
You pull and begin to strain. You see bits of the chain begin to stretch under the tension of your pull, but they don't seem to break. And you hear the rattling of chains above you, and you look up, and you see dozens of chain links begin to pour down towards you. The first few begin to hit against your shoulders and wrap around underneath your armpit and begin to hoist you upwards. As more begin to fall down and wrap around you.
I think now is when I start screaming, just, what is this? What's going on? What did I do? And I'm just gonna try fighting the chains, but is that like giant maw, if you will, coming at me?
It will begin to protrude from the smoke before it's whisked away, and then a few seconds later it'll come out from the side and move towards you ever closer, and it wisps away and comes from another angle before it wisps away. What are you gonna do?
Still sort of, I guess, panicking in a sense. I'm just gonna try and calm myself, just like deep breaths. What does this mouth, or what does it look like?
As you try and take a look at it, as it comes out, it's this horrific face. There's one eye is off to the side, and you see as it blends into the smoke, it kind of stretches back and pulls. The maw, as it opens, is just rows and rows of endless teeth. As you look deeper into it, it turns, just funnels down into blackness. Is just a never-ending row of teeth. And
I hate that.
as the next time it appears around, pulls towards you in the front, you see the mouth kind of close and pull back. You are one of mine.
One of yours?
Given, you're ours. Come on, join us. It's time. You were born this way. They told you what happened. Why? Were you ready? It's time to come. Join us. Are you ready? Daughter, you hear your father's voice echo from the darkness. You feel another chain begin to wrap around your neck, pulling you up more.
When I was asking for help, this isn't what I meant, as I'm pulling again on these chains.
Well, what do you want to do in this moment?
Well, seeing as there's many chains and I've had no luck so far, I'm honestly a little confused about the whole one of theirs thing, like the whole you're mine.
Roll a religion check for me.
Okay. That's a 18.
Okay. You're pretty well versed in religious studies. You know, and you remember from the lessons with your parents that the abominations that they hunted all claim lineage to the Chained Oblivion. The toothless maw that is the ever blackness.
Will it make me stronger?
Yes, of course. You're my daughter. Come to us. Give in. This is what you wanted.
Sort of thinking back to my time in Vasselheim, I don't know how well this is going to work for me. But I'm going to try and pray to Bahamut.
What do you say?
It's mostly out of desperation and confusion. Sorry, I'm panicking. I'm freaking out. I wasn't expecting this. Words are hard, guys. Words are hard.
You prayed to whoever was listening. You found out who's listening.
Yeah, I did. I'm just asking for help. I don't know if this is what I want. I don't know what kind of path this will lead me down if I give in to this.
It will give you power. This is what you asked for. Come to us. Are you ready? You feel as you reach out, trying to find the platinum dragon in prayer. You feel your back begin to burn.
Burn?
Feel that warmth against your back. Familiar warmth you haven't felt in a long time.
Thanks, Dom. I had no idea.
Visual aid for the audience.
I'm gonna try breaking out of those chains again.
What do you want to do to break out of the chains?
What can I do? That's the real question.
The Lenny Kravitz.
A what?
Never mind. Has got it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Okay. What is there a roll with that, or is it just?
Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls. I also cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Okay.
And if already charmed, frightened, or possessed,
I'm gonna say roll a spell. Roll your spell modifier. So go ahead and
Okay.
D20
My
plus 4.
spellcasting.
Yeah, spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I believe with a +4, I got a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you begin to cast the spell, you feel the protective bubble begin to push out from you, and then kind of solidify against your form. And you see 4 chains begin to push out from the darkness and pierce across into your shoulders as they just rip through your skin and your flesh. And there's now 4 chains kind of gripping you by the shoulders.
Fuck. I guess trying to think out loud here, out of character. But in this moment, feeling frustrated, defeated, and I guess desperate, I'm just gonna kind of I don't want to say give up, but I'm just gonna relax my body. Just take a heavy sigh.
Okay. As you begin to relax your form in this, as this happens, you feel yourself being drawn closer and closer to that maw that appears in front of you. You see its eyes kind of gleaming in delight as you pull closer and closer towards it. As each inch you draw closer, you feel your back growing hotter in pain as the heat begins to burn between your shoulder blades. But then as you begin to move closer, it starts to die out. You feel that heat that you were familiar with as a child begin to go away and die in your back.
I feel like, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong here or make me roll or something. But I'm sitting here thinking that me fighting this is what brought the warmth that I felt. And would that be correct?
It kind of feels that way.
I'm just gonna shout into this void of swirling winds. I am not cursed. I am not the monster that they think I am, and I'm not giving in. As I fight it again.
Okay. Roll a religion check for me.
Don't. Hot dice, hot dice. 17?
Okay. You begin to pull against those chains now. You feel your back flare up once more with this renewed passion. You feel that itching almost at your back as a fire wants to burst forward, and you feel it clawing at your back now as the chains kind of begin to try and pull you towards it, and you fight against it using your willpower alone. What are you doing? How do you want to do this? How do you want to get out of these chains? Give me something. Come on, what do you want to do?
I literally... I got 2 spell slots left, which is sort of what I feel like is all I have.
What other options you got? What other abilities do your character have that you can use to get out of this?
I'm feeling...
You have skills, you have abilities. What do you want to do?
Feeling again that warmth on my back. I'm gonna try and use my wings. Hopefully that burst of energy will give me some sort of advantage in this.
Okay. As you begin to strain against the chains now, you feel them pulling, you feel yourself gaining a little bit of strength as that fire on your back begins to burn and glow more. You eventually let your wings furl out, and where there were the typical ashen bone wings, a burst of flame explodes outwards as they illuminate the entire space, the bright glowing fire of your youth sitting there as you feel the chains begin to glow and turn red hot just in your mere presence as they begin to melt and drip away, melting out of around you. You feel yourself freed from their grasp for a moment as you sit there in the air. The fire swirling around you, the black mist being pushed back out of your divine presence. You flap your flame wings one time, and you see the ash and flame whirl forward like a flame tornado into the darkness, dissipating the black in front of you. And you float down to the ground now as light begins to return to the space. And as your feet touch the ground, the fire burning around you, a lone figure appears in front of you. This golden, horse-like creature begins to step forward. It's this long white mane of hair, several long strands of white hair coming from its face, a long white opulent horn coming from the top of its head. Kind of begins to step towards you.
I'll just nod my head out of respect.
Pushes it gets close enough now to be face to face with you, and it kind of touches the horn to the bottom of your chin and raises up your head. You needed to take the first step. Let go of the past.
I will.
You wake up.
Is there any way to see what time it is?
As you awake the next day, a faint bit of sunrise seeming to come through the window. You feel like you've gotten a long rest, as has everyone else.
My stuff changes.
I don't know. I kind of feel exhausted after that.
All but.
He was doing it
um,
all but trying to write signs like.
Can you imagine if you actually paid the bard to come visit you in the middle of the night?
Well,
And is there a unicorn god? Is it a horse head with a horn on it?
Finnick, roll
Long?
a religion check for me one more time.
I was just about to ask.
Yeah.
Her brain is probably scrambled right now because she just rolled a 7.
Yeah, no. You're a little too exhausted and discombobulated to kind of like focus and remember what exactly that creature was. Though yeah.
I guess first thing I do as I wake up and sort of try and gain my footing. I want to see if my wings are still
Okay.
the bone.
As you summon your wings forward, you feel that heat kind of wrap around you as the flame wings flap in the air.
I am more than what they think of me. I'm not the villain they made me out to be. And I will put them away, sort of wipe a tear from my cheek, and just get ready for the day.
Okay. All right. So, Finnick makes her way downstairs. What about the rest of you? Clover?
I would have liked to wake up as soon as the sunlight happened. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna start doing calisthenics. I'm also gonna start training. And
aesthetics.
so I'm really serious. Like I'm working on my balance.
Okay.
I'm working on shifting my step with my dagger to make sure I get the right angle every time. And I'm just like, I'm getting in that early morning training session.
Okay. What about the rest of you? What are you doing?
I'll be up with her and practicing as well.
Okay.
Probably guiding some of those strikes. Just taking an outside perspective and saying, hey, you're at a 35, you want a 45 or whatever.
Yeah, and when you do something wrong, I'm going to tell you about it too.
Yeah. Good. I need your eyes. I need your ears. I need your guidance just as much as you need mine. We're trying to get each other better.
Okay.
Tristan's gonna just kind of, he's gonna wake up. I'm not sure if Bramble Thorn is still in the room or not when I wake up.
He is not.
Okay, so I'm gonna wake up. He's gonna take his time. Normally he tries to rush right out, but he's got a lot going on. He waits, doesn't know who's where, and then he eventually last ends up being outside or around the group at the end.
Okay. And you whisper?
I wake up, but probably won't come down right away. I'm just chilling in my room until I think it's time to go downstairs.
Okay. So the majority of you begin your various activities for the morning. Eventually, Whisper joining you all as you food is brought out. As you finish your training, food and drink is served. There's a few other people that a few other residents of the inn that have made their way down at this point. But you all gather up eventually, Bramble included, and you have the day now. What's the plan?
All right. Clearly, Grog, Pike, Citron, you got a lot on your mind. But we did agree to take this job. You're muted, Cece.
Got it. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'll be okay.
I personally have a mind we follow through on this job and wait to hear back from Pike or Citron about the others.
Yeah.
And while we're here, we focus on making ourselves better.
A lot better.
Clover taught me a lot about throwing daggers this morning that I just wasn't privy to. And honestly, I have a lot of practice I need to get in with that. But
And it doesn't really help, like in battle, but if you twist the daggers in between your fingers, it helps intimidate them.
I'll start putting a dagger between my fingers and try to roll it, and it doesn't work, and I'll work on it. Either way, my vote is to stick with the path we're on, and
Yeah. We told them we'd help and we should follow through.
Okay.
Whisper,
Well-
Clover, Bramble.
Ready whenever you are.
Yeah.
You on board with this? Do you have opposing thoughts? I'm not in charge. I'm just usually the one who talks first. Y'all good?
I thought you were talking to Bramble.
Yeah, I thought you were talking
All
about...
of. I said Clover, Whisper, Bramble. You all on board?
Yeah, of
Got
course.
this everywhere.
Okay.
I was never not on board.
Let's go find these druids.
Okay. With that, you all gather up your things, begin to make your way out towards the Dawnmist Pines. You eventually go and exit the town and begin heading in the direction where Bramble kind of leads you all, knowing the direction himself. As you exit, Talon is quick to join your side once more, Whisper. And kind of... and you also gather up Tater Trot and your cart and begin the trek.
Cilantro and risotto as well.
They were with you the whole time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so over the better part of about 2 hours, eventually you make your way towards the edge of the forest. And as you get closer, you see It is a vast, large chunk of just pine trees that kind of are closely clumped together, leaving little room for you all to kind of stack up side by side as you kind of have to begin diving between these trees. Eventually, you all kind of begin to make your way in, and I would like for whoever is leading, besides Bramble, to go ahead and make a perception check for me.
So I was gonna say I want to be part of the lead walking.
Okay.
This. Ooh. 24.
Okay. I will say, with the 24, you do notice that there are a few animals in the trees, whether it be a few squirrels and there's maybe a chipmunk that kind of dive along the tops of the trees, kind of keeping pace with your group as you make your way through. Besides that, what do you guys want to do? Like, what's the plan here?
So I'm sorry, just quick. When if I'm looking and I'm seeing, I'm noticing that these woodland creatures are like literally following us.
It appears to be.
Okay. As we're walking, I'm gonna. Me and Bramble are in front, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him as like I'll give him a little tap on the shoulder, chest, like, yeah, I'll be right back, right, man? And I run down to the group, and who's the first person I go to when I'm just walking back? Whoever I was, Gormog. That's what I'd be normally looking for, but in case there was a line of people. I'm gonna go, hey, Gormy, just I'm walking in up front and looking around, and I am noticing a lot of these wild creatures that they very weirdly seem like they're following us. Could be wrong, could be paranoid, could be all in my head. But
Do I see these animals?
As you look up, you see a few animals kind of like in the trees, kind of observing your group kind of pass by.
Just figuring we take a look.
As you wave to them, they jump off and like kind of make their way up into the branches a little more, attempting to hide, it would seem.
And then and just that, and give him a tap, and then go back up front.
Dry out. If you see more, let me know. Hey, Whisper, can you do the squeak, squeak 'em, squeak, squeaky, squeak 'em, squeak?
What?
Can you talk to squirrels?
Yeah, maybe. Let me check. I could. How long is this trip again?
We not really quite sure. You just been sent in to investigate.
I could. Do you think the squirrels know where to go?
I'm wondering if the squirrels ain't exactly squirrels.
Maybe you could ask them normally first before I put any effort into this.
Well, they ran away when I tried to wave at them, so.
Well,
Next time we see them, we'll try talking normally, and if that scares them off too, then we'll try the.
that sounds good. Maybe don't look so scary, just in case they are actual squirrels.
I am a green man with tusks and muscles. I can't really help it.
Okay.
You got a really nice smile, though.
So, as you
Thank you.
as you all begin to head in deeper into the forest for about another hour, nothing really begins to stick out to you as far as something that would catch your attention. Though these animals that kind of surround you now as they make their way in and out of the brush, they've followed you pretty much the entire time you've been in the forest. Eventually, you see one of them kind of leap down. As you get past a certain point, you see one of them leap down the squirrel and kind of stretches out its form and begins to fly down towards you before it catches a bit of draft, flips around, and its form begins to expand outwards. Its body stretching, its limbs elongating into these feathered arms, and its legs stretching out into these taloned claws. Its face turning from the squirrel's face to this elongated beak. As it lands down in front of you, its two long wings kind of tucked back behind its back. As you look at them, their feathers are these brilliant array of colors. And as she kind of stands there to look at you, you see she's wearing like this patchwork leather armor that kind of comes around, and she's got this long staff that kind of appears in her hand, and she tucks it into the ground in front of her. What brings all of you to the forest?
Go ahead, Bramble. You're our face man.
Oh, good. I get to talk to myself.
Oh,
Hello, dear. I assume you're Eliana. I am Bramble Thornwhisper, as I'm sure you've heard. We've come to help resolve whatever issues you may have been having that have caused the conflict with the Dawnmist Pines. I'm sorry, with the Terst Fields. So this is my allies and fellow adventurers, and we've made ourselves available to you to help resolve any conflict, or at least to help find out what has caused the conflict that has made you not willing to trade with your longtime allies. You see her kind of glance around at all of you. I believe this is our own issue to deal with. I don't know what you all can help us with. There's something else I can do for you?
What can we help you?
And how would you help us, little rabbit?
Well, maybe you have a personal issue that is keeping you from being able to keep up your trade with the people you've partnered with for so many years. So, if you have an internal issue, then we, the little rabbit and friends, would be happy to try to assist you to make it better.
Dear, you seem to be offended. I meant little rabbit is the best compliment.
Yeah, well, Big Bird, it wasn't the statement, it was the way you said it. So, we are here on assignment from the people who you are no longer trading with to find out why you are no longer trading with them. At the very least, we would like the information, and we can be on our way. However, if this is an issue, we are 6 individuals and several animals that are capable fighters, diplomats, and all sorts of other things of varying skills that may be able to help you in ways that you might not be privy to.
Well, roll a persuasion check for me.
That is not my strong suit.
Guidance.
I should have been spinning a dagger, damn it.
Trying to persuade, not intimidate.
My intimidation is a +5. My persuasion is a +2. With guidance, that's 13 plus 2 is 15 plus 3 is 18.
Nice.
18. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
I am afraid that I don't believe that you will be much use in this matter.
Well,
What matter is that?
if you would inform us, we would be better. It would be better for us to gauge if we're able to help. But as my associate mentioned earlier, we were assigned to look deeper into this.
Clover, what's your passive perception again?
19.
Okay.
Ah, damn.
Love that for you.
You're the first to hear. You hear this faint vibrations in the distance, and you hear birds kind of squawk and dissipate and run from the scene as they move away from whatever is causing this. You hear the heavy footsteps.
I'm gonna grab. I assume I'm next to Gormrug since we're both talking. I'm gonna grab his hand and like grip it so that. I mean, I never grab your hand and grip it, so.
Yeah, no, I notice. You have my attention.
I'm just gonna glance around and kind of like make my ears twitch.
Do I also notice the things around us?
As she kind of alerts you, you all begin to feel the ground kind of vibrate every few moments.
I'm gonna grab my crossbow.
Okay.
Is there something that you'd like to let us know?
Not now, damn it. You hear her kind of frustratingly growl out. If you want to make yourselves useful, now's your chance.
Missed the last part.
You cut out.
If you want to make yourselves useful, now's your chance.
Okay, how? What's happening?
What is going on?
Something is approaching us. One of the creatures that have popped up in the last few months.
I am readying my weapon.
No,
Okay.
there's these explosions of growth throughout the forest that have caused creatures to arise of an elemental nature, it would seem.
You want the elementals taken care of. Gone. Done. Dead.
As you say that, you see a couple of the trees in the distance begin to crack as a massive vined hand kind of grips one of the tree trunks and kind of just bends it and breaks the tree over.
How far is that hand?
What?
How far away is that hand?
Probably about 70 feet from you. 70
Come
feet?
again?
Hello? Can you hear me?
70 feet.
70
Okay.
feet.
Yep.
Perfect. I would like to steady aim shoot my crossbow at it.
Okay. Give me 1 minute as we finish the introductions of the creature.
Keep
As
cutting
we
out.
what?
Couldn't hear
Cut
you.
out again, bro.
Why am I cutting out? What the hell's going on here?
It's only random. Sometimes it doesn't really matter, but in moments like that.
Okay. As you get ready to shoot Clover, the hand kind of reaches out and grabs the tree trunk and kind of smashes it over. You see this large, hulking form, vines kind of wrapped around a much denser body underneath it. Its face.
Yeah, press back, boom, boom, bitch.
Well,
Sorry. Continue.
its face has like this bark mask over it that kind of covers the entirety of its head as it steps forward. And around its feet, you see a few other creatures beginning to serpent out, almost rolling over the branches. And the trunks around its feet and moving towards, around, outwards, trying to get a circle around the rest of the group.
Sounds like the thing you saw in the vision.
In your vision, this looks nothing like what you saw.
Oh,
Noted.
The hands,
Never mind.
Its hands are meaty hands that have vines kind of wrapped around it, whereas that was more of like just vines reaching out and grabbing.
Cool.
Okay.
Nothing like the vision, guys. Nothing like the vision.
okay, never mind. I take it back.
Okay.
So.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. 2 seconds.
Assuming rolling for initiative.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for.
Can I roll my attack?
Yeah.
Okay, it was a 22.
$22 will hit.
Okay. 12, 15, 18, 20 plus 4. 25 damage.
Okay.
Piercing.
Did I miss anything?
No, I was waiting on you. Everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
Ooh, that was good.
Hey, you ever fought a tree masked thing before that's able to take down trees with its bare hands?
I would consider this a first.
Me too.
All right. Here we go. All right. 25 to 20.
23.
Oh yeah.
20 to 15.
15.
Okay. 15 to 10.
11.
13.
What did Tristan get?
13.
Nick got 11.
Yep.
What'd you roll, Whisper?
6.
Damn.
Good job.
Okay.
What did Bramble get?
4.
Nice.
Do.
Here we
Do,
go.
do, 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 do.
Mana.
Do, 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 do.
Mana.
Okay. All right. So, top of initiative. Oh, yeah, Talon goes on your turn, Clover. Whisper, don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to roll for... The person goes last. All right.
I'm an idiot.
What?
Something just occurred to me that I should have been doing for like the past 10 sessions.
Oh no, yeah, I've got one of those too. I was saving it for the end.
All right. Clover, you're up.
So Clover had shot, hit, did a decent amount of damage. She smirks at him, and then she's going to do it all over again. So another another hit with her crossbow with steady aim.
Okay.
Okay. 7, 16 plus 7. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Hell yeah.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 18 plus 4 is 22 damage.
Okay.
God damn.
And then on your turn, you want to move at all?
I used steady aim, so I cannot move.
Okay. Next up is going to be Gormrog.
All right. What are we looking at in terms of distance?
You are here, so 75 feet.
75. Okay. Well, 75. I'm going to move straight line right for him 45 feet. Burn a key point, run the rest of the way as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then, for my action, take out my short sword and slice him twice.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Foist attack is an 18 plus 7, so that's 25.
That'll hit.
Yeah, well. And that's a grand total of 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Second attack is... I can do math, guys. I'm really good at it. 18.
That'll hit.
And that's a grand total of 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
It does count as magical. But
Okay,
because
cool.
that was movement, bonus action, and then action, that is my turn.
All right. Because you attacked it, it is going to use its reaction to bring you. It brings its hand around. You see the vine kind of stretch out into this long, like, giant whip, and it's going to bring it down and slam against you. That is a natural 20.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
If I'm within 60 feet.
You are definitely not within 60 feet.
You're not. I
Damn
moved
it.
too far away.
Okay. That is
Wait,
going
that's
to be...
not 60 feet?
No, it's definitely not the 60 feet. You're way back here.
It's
and
75.
He moved far.
Shit.
6.
Sorry.
All right. So that's 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
How many?
28.
Okay.
And you are grappled. And you are restrained.
Huh.
as the vines kind of wrap around you and pull you into its grip.
Guys, that's like half my hit points in one turn.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
I'm coming.
I'm coming. Working on it.
All right.
Have regrets.
Next up is Tristan.
So I'm gonna see that, and I'm going to use my 40 feet original to see how far do I get from 40 feet at first.
Okay.
All right, I am going. Shit.
This
I
is
can use
not the time
bonus
for that.
action to make more moves, right?
Say that again?
I can use a bonus action to move further, right?
No, you have
or
to
am
use
I-
your action.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm going to. Shit. Okay, I thought I was gonna get further than that. That sucks. I'm going to, before that, I'm going to use my bonus action to rage.
Mhm.
And then first I rage, and I'm going to use my wild surge. 88. 5. Whenever a creature hits you with an attack, roll before your whenever a creature hits you with an attack, roll before your rage ends. That creature takes 1d6 4 damage. Okay, so force damage every time I get hit by somebody else while I'm in rage. Okay. And I'm going to use my act. I'm just gonna stay there, getting up front without being able to do anything. It's gonna be stupid.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna stay there, and then I'm gonna end my turn.
All right. Finnick, you're up.
Cool. Okay. So, from where I'm at, is there a way to go, like, up, like, sort of diagonal behind that tree that
one?
Tristan's in front of?
Oh, this one?
Yeah, so I basically want to go on the other side of that.
Sure. What's your movement speed?
Or, only 30. I couldn't tell where I was on the board.
You can get there.
Basically, because I want to cast a spell, but I don't want to risk hitting Frog. So. Okay. I am going to cast. How far am I from the creature right now?
— 60 feet.
Perfect. I will. Shit, so many decisions. I'm just gonna whip a chaos bolt at it. Let's go.
All right.
Does a 19 hit?
That'll hit.
Okay. 2. Shit. Okay. So it'll be 10, 16, 17, 25 points of. Let's go thunder damage.
Okay. You let out your bolt and it slams into the chest of the creature, and you see the vines kind of creep around the wound and try to seal it up, but the creature's looking pretty rough. Is that in your turn?
Yes. That
Okay.
will-
Next up.
Right up in it. When it gets hit like that and things try to seal up, can I see into it? Is there a person in there?
It does not appear to be a person in there, no. It's just flesh.
Okay.
Okay, it is now the giant's turn. You are restrained, so it has advantage against attacks against you.
Okay.
So Gormrug, it is gonna attack. Is gonna bring up its arm that you're currently held in and slam it down against the ground.
So, Nick, were you moving in closer on your turn?
I'm sorry.
Did Finnick move in closer on her turn?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Okay. So if you roll another 20.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Okay, that is a
19 plus a million. It hits.
yeah. No, it's 18 plus whatever. So,
You're good. I've got 16 armor class.
Oh, that was terrible. That's 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
I'm down. Jesus, this is
Don't
good.
egg him on,
Okay.
Tristan.
Yep. This is good. We're good. We're good. Where are you taking me?
He is bringing you closer to the rest of the group.
Hi, guys.
Does Tristan get an opportunity attack?
I was waiting.
He
to
does
see if
not
I-
because he's still within range.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
This
Okay.
creature is going to move here. Actually, no, he's not.
What is that?
He's going to move over here.
Oh, I was hoping he was gonna fucking attack me.
This one is going to move here. Okay, this one. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Okay, you fail. So you take.
Yeah, I'm being attacked, right?
Hold on. Yeah, you are being attacked.
All right, so he takes D6 force damage.
Is that only for
hitting.
melee attacks?
Let me read that real fast because I hold on 1 second. All surge were 5. Whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, just that's attack roll.
I don't think this is this considered an attack roll since you're rolling a
No,
saving
because
throw?
you made him a saving throw.
Right, so it
That's
doesn't
not
count.
an attack roll.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, so as this creature kind of runs up towards you, Tristan, you see its inhale as these 2 sacs kind of extend on either side of its neck, and it just fires out this poisonous mist towards you, and you take 21 points of poison damage.
Ooh.
But does that happen for rage or no?
No, it doesn't. You don't have that for rage.
Fuck. All right. How much was that?
21 points of poison damage.
21. All right.
The other one is gonna inhale as well and belches out a poisonous cloud. Finnick, it just barely misses you. As you see the Arakakra in front of you get engulfed in the mist, and you hear her scream out in pain as her skin begins to burn from the poison.
No.
If I don't get hit by anything else, that hit will still keep my rage intact, right? For the next
Yes.
turn if I don't get hit? Okay.
Correct. But that is going to end their turn, which brings Whisper, you're up.
Okay. How far away from the giant am I?
45 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna move forward 15 feet. Ah!
Mom, you took out a tree just by moving? She's too powerful.
Well, I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow.
All right,
The
go ahead and
giant.
roll your attack.
This is going to jail. That doesn't hit. That's a 4.
All right.
So
Just in case, I'm going to cast Shillelagh then.
Okay.
And then it's Talon's turn.
Yep.
Alright, and he is how far from the giant?
40 feet.
Cool. And the giant has Gormrog, right?
Yes.
Okay, he's gonna fly to the giant and try to attack him.
All right. What's his? He's got 40-foot movement speed.
He's got 80-foot flight speed.
Okay, cool.
Alright. First, he's going to attack with his beak.
Okay.
And that is... Oh, I used the same die, but it's rolling better for him. 23. It's a
That'll hit.
Yeah. Let's go, Talon.
That does... 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Let's go.
Multi-attack, he attacks with his claws.
I forget my fucking unstick one more time in any battle, I'm gonna kill myself.
That's a nat 20.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Or a 26.
All right. That definitely hits.
Alright, how do I do that here?
Double the dice you roll, and then add the modifiers.
Oh.
Double the total of the dice or double the amount of dice?
Either one. You can either roll the normal amount of dice and double it, or just roll double the amount of dice.
Let's do that one. Feeling dangerous. That's 20 points of slashing damage.
Ooh, how does Talon want to do this?
yes.
Well, that was with his claws. So first he hit with his beak for not a lot, but then he's trying to free Gormrog. So with his claws, he slashes his arms off and maybe through his torso.
Okay, you see Talon kind of flap his wings and rear up, and he launches forward, grabbing into the creature's neck with his beak and just tearing out a chunk before he brings both talons down across his chest and shoulders, severing the vines that kind of just explode off and wither and die, dropping you, Gormrog, in the process. Oh. And as both arms kind of fall limp to the side, the creature begins to crumble in on itself, turning into almost like this earthy material as it looks like dirt just dissolving down into itself.
Good Griffin. Good Griffin. Yes. Yes.
Good boy.
You know, all the scritches.
Yeah.
Bloom, it is now, not Bloom,
Bramble.
Bramble, thank you.
Yeah.
Too many nature
Bloom
names.
is a character in a different different game.
He's gonna move here, and he's gonna go ahead and attack that lizard creature with his bow. That's a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Silvery. No.
Nope.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's 14 damage. That is that. Okay. Then he's gonna use his next attack to go ahead and attack again. That's definitely a hit. That's 11. All right. That is going to end Bramble's turn. And next up is Eliana. She's going to fly up and move back here. Get out of the way. Bringing us back to the top is you, Clover.
There's 2 enemies left.
Correct.
All right, I'm obviously going after the one that's attacking Tristan.
Okay.
So I'm running in that direction. Let's go. Where's Gormrog?
Right here.
Yeah, as far as I can, I have 30 movement feet, I think, in Gormrog's direction.
Okay.
And then I'll bonus action hide under Gormrog.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Okay. +9 is an 18 stealth.
Okay.
And then I'd like to shoot from hidden. And that'll be. I have it. 17 plus 7 is a 20.
That hits.
24. Okay. For a total of 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 plus 4. 23 damage.
Okay. Okay. Is that in your turn?
Yep.
Gormrog, you're up.
Both lizards still up.
Yes.
And where am I in relation to them, please?
Right. You're here. There's one here.
Uh-huh.
And here.
So 20 and 25 feet from me?
Yep.
Okay. Is there one that looks more hurt than the other?
They look equally hurt, thanks to Clover's last arrow.
Hell yeah, because she's amazing. Okay, let's movement to the closer one.
Okay.
What's 15 feet?
Yep.
Attack action with the short sword.
All right.
It's dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
That is a 3 plus 4, 7 points of piercing damage.
All right.
He's still looking
Still up.
groovy. Second attack. That is a 12 plus 7 for 19.
That hits.
That's 8 points of piercing damage.
You, how do you want to do this?
Just first a slice off his leg, second slice off with his head.
Okay, you quickly bring the blade.
Yep.
Quickly bring the blade up underneath its armpit, slicing off the right leg before you rip the blade forward, decapitating the creature as it slumps down to the ground. The bile and poison from the sacs in its neck kind of just draining out into the ground, dissolving grass as it goes.
Can I get in melee with the other one within 25 feet of movement?
Yeah.
Do it. And I'm going to burn a key point and do 2 bonus action unarmed strikes.
Okay.
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop. Let's go. First one is an 8. What is my modifier for this? +6.
That's not going to hit.
What is that? 12, 13, 14 to hit?
Nope.
Okay. Second one, natural 20.
That'll hit.
Hell yeah. But I am an orc, so I get an extra weapon die for that.
Weapons are your fists.
Yes. So that is a d6 plus 3. So it's a d6 doubled plus 3,
Plus
and
your
then an
dice.
additional d6. Right, so the first one is 3, doubled is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus an additional 1 is another 3 points for 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
You bring
Counts
your
as
fist
magical.
up and slam it against this creature's face. You see its entire jaw snap to the side. It's still standing, but it is on death's door.
And I'm just going to growl at it and end my turn.
Okay. Tristan.
Seeing that, gonna just walk right my 5 feet, one step over, and
I'll say with your movement, you're able to flank the creature with Gormrog.
Okay. So wait, so I'll get an advantage. I won't have to use a reckless attack.
Correct.
Okay. So with my attack action first, while in rage, I'm going to use my pull my sword out and get ready to try to split it directly in half. 7. Shit.
Remember, you're rolling at advantage.
Yes, I rolled a 4 and a fucking 7.
Damn. What is your
that,
to hit
I didn't mean to hit
modifier?
that dice. That's not the dice.
What is the to hit
7,
modifier?
8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
It does not hit.
All right, so that's my first attack. Then I'm going to... I get an advantage on this attack as well, right? My second attack on my action?
Yeah.
18. All right, 18 plus 7, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25.
That definitely hits. How do you want to do this?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, after that, Tristan's in a hardcore rage, and he goes and misses the first. He goes to try to split him in half and misses that swing, and then drags his blade over the grass or the ground, and then goes to swing, and it goes right for the head. But after he chops his head off, he continues to just hack into every piece that he can find after his head is gone, and throwing, and while doing that in a bloody, like, fit fangs as long as they can be, eyes red, scales glowing as hard as he can.
Okay. What as you chop the creature up and eventually your rage goes and fades, you all begin to gather up and gather around. Does anyone want to do anything?
I'm gonna use a bonus action to heal myself.
Okay.
I was gonna go up and cast Cure Wounds at a second level. So, 2d8 plus 4, so that'll be... I can do math. 15 points of heal.
That's lovely, thank you.
You're welcome.
And with my bonus action, I get an additional 9 points of healing damage.
Easy, how much was that again?
I healed Gormrog for 15.
Oh, Gorm. Oh, okay, never mind.
So I'm up to 44 out of my 57 hit points after both healing.
How rough is Tristan looking?
I'm okay.
Okay.
All right. As you all kind of gather up and begin healing one another, and Aelin makes her way over. Well, I see that at least you have some ability. Maybe we should make our way towards the grove, and we can have a discussion there.
Sounds good. Are you okay?
I'm okay. See her kind of bring a hand up to her chest, and green energy kind of flows into her and heals whatever injuries that she may have had. Is there anything anyone want to do in this last few moments before we end it for the night?
Just as everyone, when it dies down and we're all calming down and getting ready to walk away, Tristan's just standing there, and he's looking over the lizard body that he just completely mutilated, and has a look of kind of not regret, but just a light shame over the control he's losing.
Okay.
And then just shakes it off and walks.
Okay. Whisper.
While you're next to the lizard, Whisper's gonna come up behind you, and Pat put her hand on your back and was like, "Do you think it tastes good?"
I don't
Should
think
we-
you should try because it was poisonous. I popped my head out from underneath the Gormrod to say that. I don't think we should try because it was poisonous. And then you know what? I'm gonna pop my head right back in.
Where's your
You're
head?
probably right. You're probably right.
Underneath the Gormrod.
Okay, so as you find the first encounter of the Dawnmist Pines, having defeated the giant vine-infected creature, as well as the two smaller lizard-like creatures that seem to inhabit the space, making allies with Alina, who is going to bring you now to the Dawnmist Pines, to the Dawn Warden Circle. That is where we are going to call it for the night. Let's see. Wednesday, we have Queer and Present Danger, where
Yes, we do.
we get to continue on that adventure. And this weekend is PAX U, where you can catch me there at PAX U, where I'm going to be doing stuff and meeting people and having fun. So feel free to find me and fucking hang out, Billy. I don't know. That's all I got.
I'm gonna be doing it. I'm gonna be there with
Yeah.
fun doing it. So let's do it together,
Out here
I guess.
all day. Don't forget you can catch all of our videos on YouTube. It's at new_age_geeks, same as everywhere else. That's all I got. Has anyone else got anything?
No, I'm sleepy.
Okay, well, that all being said, we love you, geeks. Good night.